Well, this is Wednesday, and you know what that means. AEWTF.
What does that mean?
And how many people on the roster do the Destroyer?
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to put over the PWG library.
I just think that people got fooled by the blood and girls bleeding.
Oh, man, those guys are awesome.
Hello and welcome to AEWTF, and you know what that means. We're talking about the old December 1st, the 2021 year of our Lord, Billy Gunn.
And we're only talking about that tonight.
And this will be the first part of our 100-part series on how jacked Billy Gunn is.
Yes.
It's the gun cast.
The Guncast. We're gonna get the wrong kind of listeners, I think.
Yeah, whatever. We're just transporting Americans love our guns.
Pew, pew, boom, boom, boom.
At this point, we need the money.
Yeah.
This is I'm glad you brought up money. This is the perfect time to go over it before we start the show. So from now on, our sponsorships, I'm going to randomly put them in, and they're going to be sponsorships that they'll pay us to take down instead of leave up.
There we go.
It's not a
Like
bad idea.
Applebee's shooting good in the neighborhood. Like, yeah, for a mere $100, you can not be featured on our podcast.
I mean, I think they just do a thing called like cease and desist, but
We're way cheaper than a lawyer.
that's true.
All right.
But does a cease and desist actually count if they're not wearing one of those old-timey wigs?
I don't know, but I'll tell you this about old-timey wigs. You can wear one while driving your brand new Tesla. That's right, Tesla.
It's a
smart.
bomb. It's a bomb on wheels. All
All
right.
right, you're going after the big money people. It'll pay out quick.
Yeah. Bomb on wheels. Nothing we say on this podcast represents Tesla or any of Tesla's partner companies.
Allegedly.
Anyway, so 5 Allen Angels versus Bryan Danielson.
That's not how that works.
What? There were five of him?
5 Allen. That's what I have notes. They say
Would you
5.
Would you rather fight one Bryan Danielson or 5 Allen Angel-sized fives?
5 Allen
5.
Angels.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think legally you're supposed to say the Dark Order's number 5 Allen Angels every time.
Oh God.
Well, I have a question. I have a question for Draven.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Draven, when did you and Bryce Remsburg hook up and birth Allen Angels?
1999. It was a party.
I was booked in Chikara for one weekend, and I got a flat tire. All of this has been true so far.
And the flat tire was inside of Bryce Remsburg.
Ugh.
Ugh.
And now that led to this episode where Allen Angels, Aaron Draven, and Bryce Remsburg's baby boy, wrestled Bryan Danielson.
What could have been? What Allen Angels would have looked like? Because Zach was supposed to be booked on that Chikara show, but he couldn't do it. So
Oh,
That's why he has no hair.
yeah.
Oh, and apparently,
I think it was a bit of a rib that they put Bryce Remsburg as the referee in that match because, like, you can't have a referee that looks like the identical twin of one of the guys in the match.
Have any of you guys seen
that's
Allen
what I
Angels?
said whenever Draven and Tony Wolf were in the ring, but we kept on doing it.
That's true.
Oh, we had to get our big boot then. It's easier to get him in one match.
Uh,
Has anyone seen Allen Angels before he started shaving his head?
No.
No.
God, you guys would be like, what the fuck is this guy doing with his life? He made a ball shaving his head.
I mean, this may have been the first time I actually ever saw Allen Angels. So.
He had full-blown floppy Zach Proctor hair.
Ugh.
But he was like balding in the back.
it's like the Hulk Hogan Proctor.
Oh, God. Yeah. Hot dogs get included.
Well, he made the right decision then. But this was a match. What did you guys think of the match? I mean, it was just.
Oh, there was a match here?
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't get a note from you at the beginning about how Justin Roberts isn't working the show.
I noticed it though.
Oh, that's why. I really honestly didn't notice.
Yeah, Dasha was the ring announcer all night.
Who was?
Dasha.
Oh, okay. Yeah, is he?
So if
You're,
you
you're saying Sasha with a weird S noise in the beginning, just so you know. But go ahead.
so if you're very turned on by the voice of the ring announcer this week, it's okay.
I feel
What
a lot
about the
better
other
about
week?
things. Not quite as okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Not because it's like another man. It's because it's Justin Roberts.
Because it's the dapper yapper.
Yeah.
Then afterwards, Danielson makes sure that people know he's the heel. He's going to tear. He's naming body parts. Colt Cabana's teeth. Angel's MCL.
Are teeth a body part though?
Not my body.
well played. It's like we set that one up on purpose.
It's like I'm glad you guys started coming to practices. We're getting better.
So speaking of planning things, did AEW plan out the cities just for this feud, or is it just a happy coincidence that there's a Dark Order member from every city?
That's
I with my note, Cash.
I guess I'm gonna have to say that they're so meticulous with their booking. They probably did this on purpose. Had the city
that is
booked this way.
insane.
I mean, I
To
get
think
the
about,
hopes that there's like
We
15
get to it later in
Dark
the
Order
show.
members.
We get to it later in the show, but the whole Riho Britt Baker Battle Royal thing was from fucking beginning of August, and they're bringing it up now 3 months later. Like they're very meticulous about their.
I
booking.
didn't know if they actually planned that. Or it's a happy accident that they noticed.
Or
There's
no
a
one
whole-
really knows these Dark Order guys, so God knows that this is where they're from.
That's true.
They're like, oh yeah, Alan Angels, he graduated in this building. Sure, whatever.
Well, I mean, if you heard the pop and them actually chanting for Alan Angels, and nobody's ever done that in the history of the world, I gotta
also-
tend to
That's
believe it.
also true.
Well, also, if you guys know this better than anybody, traveling towns, you can just pretend you're from that town, and the crowd pops. Like, they believe the ring announcer. The ring announcer says from Parkersburg, West Virginia. People just be like, oh, my God, John Cena's from Parkersburg? Yeah.
Also
Until
true.
like 3 or 4 years into my wrestling career, I thought Robbie Rage from WCW was actually from Erie.
What?
They announced the Thunder match before Thunder taping from being Erie, and I bought it. Like, oh shit, this guy's from here? Crazy.
Well, after a remix show, some guy came up to me because I always come out from Gainesville, Florida, and some guy came up to me after a show, and he was like, "That was bad. It's badass. You're from Gainesville, man. Me too." And I go, "Oh yeah, that's cool." And he goes, "Yeah, like what part of Gainesville?"
Right next to Tom Petty's house.
I just went. I don't know, man. Like somewhere in Gainesville, and then like
Here's how you
wandered
answer
off.
that every time, and you're always going to be correct, and nobody will ever call you by it. Oh, I live by the school. Every town's got a school.
That's true.
What I say is I don't legally live 500 feet from a school.
You shouldn't say that.
What? Why?
You tell them you
But
have to legally live 500 feet.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you where I won't be, near school. That's what I'll-
Isn't it illegal to deceive somebody about how close you're allowed to be to a school there, bud?
You say, are you from the government? Are you asking? I told you last time I don't live near the school anymore.
Stop jumping into my calls and podcasts. Oh, this is really went off the rails pretty quick.
All right,
I
back
don't
to
know
the
if it was
match.
ever on the rails.
So
This is what
so
the
the match-
people want.
The match was fine, but did you see the handprint on Daniel Bryan's chest after the match? I am assuming that is the worst body issue we're going to have the entire night. No one could possibly outdo that handprint on a chest.
That's true.
Stay
Yeah.
tuned.
That's definitely going to be the
tuned.
worst damage anybody gets.
And if you, that's foreshadowing for a main event. So just hang out.
Did you almost forget the word foreshadowing?
Foreplay is what I was going to say.
Foreplay.
I thought you were going to say foreskin.
That's just the tip of what you're about to get. So hang on.
Okay.
And that's foreskinning for all you out there at home.
Oh God! Why did this just pop in my head? They should rename it "Foreskinning the Cat." When you
You do kind of have to drag your dick back over the rope as you come around. So.
yes, you do.
Okay, from this moment on,
I am only going to reference it as that from now on for every show I work. So now, like everybody I say that to is going to just think I'm this fucking weirdo.
Well, I have to fucking get someplace to start booking me as a commentator again.
I will do it like 3 or 4 times a match. Just have a guy throw me out each time, just back and out the other side.
Guys, I now only take Royal Rumble and Battle Royal bookings.
Oh man! All right, well, reinventing music.
It is all downhill from here, man. We aren't talking foreskin in the cat.
That's true. So gross.
More than one way to foreskin a cat. That's what my grandpa always said.
Oh, we just need to quit while we're ahead.
No, let's power through. Miro's up now, and he's going to murder.
We are one match into this show.
Miro is in heaven, apparently, or limbo. One of the two.
On this. So I couldn't actually focus about what Miro was saying. Have you ever seen the episode of It's Always Sunny where Dennis is British Dennis? And he blows
What I was thinking.
I'm like, oh god, is Miro gonna blow himself right now?
I thought of Creed with godlike poses.
No, I legitimately the whole time was watching that with that scene in my head and just waiting for another Miro to walk out.
Oh god. Okay, so then we get Lee Moriarty, who we actually know, versus CM Punk, which makes it crazy.
I am very confused at the beginning. So they show Moriarty getting a win on Dark. That's fine, but why did they show him botching a roll-up? Like, the finish of the show is severely botched.
It acted like it was, and they think they put it over as like innovative something.
Right. His technical skill, he was able to reverse it into a finish.
Mm-hmm.
So
that watch doesn't sound as good.
So I definitely think somebody in the graphics department at AEW listens to this show because Punk's graphic coming out said, coming off an 11-minute win over QT Marshall. Making sure we do it only 11 minutes, guys. Don't freak out about it.
So I have a Lee Moriarty T-shirt that I did not realize was a Lee Moriarty T-shirt until I saw his logo on the video screen.
You took it from his bag at a show you guys worked?
Yeah. No, I ordered it. I forget who it is on Twitter. They were selling the shirt and the part of the money went to a good cause or whatever. So I ordered it because I thought it was cool looking, and I didn't know really what it was. So I saw his logo.
Well, I didn't know this.
Lee Moriarty mark.
Yeah, I do dig them.
I have a whole drawer full of Bryan Danielson shirts, apparently. All white, nothing on them.
Oh.
I can't believe I laughed.
Anyway, this was actually pretty good.
I don't understand why they that Punk's coming off a respiratory infection. Like, how does that add to any of this shit?
Well, I think mostly that was just in response to MJF trying to say it took Punk so long to beat QT and all that. So they were like, well, he was dying. I mean, I think it was just them trying to argue with MJF.
I didn't think MJF's commentary was very good.
I didn't either.
No.
Nope, but
where is Jericho?
I'm okay with it because we got cooking meth Punk.
Yeah, that was pretty good. His promo was good when he got up, but the whole during commentary wasn't very good.
Well, you guys know this. When you're getting ready to feud with somebody, there's no sense trashing them and bringing them down. You're supposed to build them up and shit. And he's just the old fucking man that had to take 11 minutes to beat QT Marshall. Can't even beat this good rookie.
Thanks, Jim Cornette.
Yeah, it's not a great job of so if he does beat Punk, well, all right. So
he's beating an old man.
Yeah.
So is Punk's next feud going to be with Tony Schiavone or with Adam Cole because he's trying to get in Brett's fans?
Both.
Yeah.
Three-way dance.
Tony Cole.
As quick
Adam
as some
Schiavone.
AEW feuds move, it'll be both of them. He's apparently already done with Kingston.
AEW does Shades of Grey and shit, so both men will try and defend her honor, and we'll see how it plays out.
Winner gets that DMD.
It would be great if Punk was a heel and Adam Cole was a babyface, because then Tony Schiavone managing Adam Cole would be spectacular.
Oh my god! No, it wouldn't. That sounds terrible.
It sounds amazing because the backstage promos alone, where they're talking about Britt, it would be spectacular.
Look, there's a reason why it sounds spectacular to you, and it's not because of anything to do with the actual show.
I still think it would be amazing. Tony Schiavone and Adam Cole. So, yeah. Then we get, speaking of the devil.
Well, so before that, so after this match, I actually missed the MJF promo because I get a knock at my door. I get up to go see who it is. It's a guy from Papa John's delivering a pizza that I did not order.
I've seen that movie.
Who then he then refuses. He then refuses to believe that he's at the wrong address.
You got pizza rape, dog.
Was the pizza already paid for by like credit card? Because you could have just had a free fucking pizza, man.
Well, if it was from somewhere other than Papa John's, I might have. But Papa John's.
How dare you sully the good name of my favorite pizza place?
He has sullied his own name.
Mine
sullied his own name plenty of times.
No, episode brought to you by
pizza
any pizza place but Papa John's. Order your pizzas now.
This is an AEW podcast, and AEW owner Shaq wrestles for AEW.
You mean Papa John's owner?
Papa John's owner.
Yeah, I said AEW too much and lost my train of thought there. Where was I going?
I don't really know.
No, Shaq is an owner, and he's an AEW guy. You can't trash Papa John's on his podcast. Is my new rule.
Oh, I will. I think it's
Plus, they air their commercials while someone's getting a pizza cutter across their face.
That was Domino's.
Oh, that's why.
Does anyone know what the fuck they're talking about?
No,
not at all. Can we have a little common ground here, and you just trash the man and not the pizza product?
Yeah. I mean, Papa John himself is a piece of shit.
I can go with that.
I come back.
You Jack.
I come back to the show after he finally believes that he is not at the right address, and he's.
How long did this take?
Through most of the promo. So however long the promo was, because I get back to it as MJF is insulting Punk's dog Larry.
And put him to sleep.
And when Wardlow came out, I hoped so much this was Wardlow's face turn, where he was like, "Look, you can do a lot of shit, and I'll help you,
right?
But you're crossing the fucking line now, Max. You're on your own." Like, I wanted
so Wardlow
so
and John Wick.
Yes. I wanted.
Yeah, I'm digging the John Wick. But you need to have MJF kill his dog.
No, I don't think we need that.
Oh my god! What is it?
The Big Boss Man. Yeah, I said the Big Boss Man
storyline.
Yeah, that went over well.
Then we get to see him jump on a casket and get drugged through a credit card. So
it did lead to the best Hell in a Cell match in the history of wrestling.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Not best. I mean, only one where a dog pisses during it.
Well, that's not it wasn't a Hell in a Cell match. That was a kennel.
That was a dog kennel match.
Yeah, so
it had to happen around whatever was going on inside of it, dog humping, shitting, and whatnot.
That was a Hell in a Kennel match.
That was just hell
on my TV screen.
Yeah, is that the same thing where Big Bubba Rogers Boss Man got hung too, or is that a different?
No, that's Undertaker versus him at WrestleMania.
Undertaker did that. Man, Boss Man is a legend.
Was that in a Hell in a Cell too?
Yes. Yeah. It was it was like 6 minutes. It was such a waste of even building the damn thing.
How in the hell did Boss Man get a Hell in a Cell match with the Undertaker at Mania?
He's got a great point.
Yeah, when you break it down like that, yeah.
What the fuck?
I never thought about it, but yeah, I don't know.
All right, so yeah.
So wait, Undertaker's only had 2 Hell in a Cells at WrestleMania. Triple H and Big Boss Man?
Oh wow. I just can't wrap my head around Big Boss Man getting a Mania main event like that. I mean, I know it's not the last match, but you know.
It's Undertaker.
Yeah. In a Hell in a fucking Cell. That's the big boy match.
Big boy match. I'll never be booked in a big boy match. What?
Hell in a Cell is my dream match to be in. That's what I want to work in more than anything.
You're not on the level of a Boss Man, so.
You are correct. You are correct.
So good luck with that. So, where are we at now?
Anyway, Adam Cole.
Baby.
Does his entrance.
We do get Britt Baker.
There was
We
a Brit
did.
promo.
And I would like to make a public proposal at this time to Rebel. So,
She's married to my friend.
well, can you tell your friend to please back down?
I will. I don't know how that's going to go.
Just tell him that it's the right thing to do, man. Do the right thing.
Yeah,
Look,
I need
Jimmy-
this. I need this win.
Jimmy, come on. He needs it more than you. You know. Okay, so Britt does her promo. Cash falls in love. And we Adam Cole.
Hold on, I need to stop here for a second. We've been doing this podcast for a long time. Why did you fall in love all of a sudden, like this week with Rebel?
I'm not real sure, man. Something about that sweater and the jeans, and I was feeling it.
All right, I accept that answer.
I think I had that feeling about Chris Statlander during this episode. I was like, you know what? Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, so we get Adam Cole does this whole entrance to come back to do commentary.
Yeah, I was very confused about that.
And then
When they're doing the little beatdown on Orange Cassidy here, and they're doing the mock super kicks, anyone know why Matt was slapping his leg even on the super slow fake one?
yeah, I was going to say it. Yep.
Just to really emphasize, like, I have no
Because
idea.
he can't super kick and not slap his leg because it's the same condition I suffer from.
I think it's an in joke, and he wanted people like Cornette to rant about it.
Yeah.
He's doing it for shits and giggles.
I think it's just a natural reaction because he didn't do it every time. He quit doing it on the last one.
I do want to
He
know.
didn't slap on the real one.
No, not that one. The last fake one.
I do
first
want to
one is fucking
know which one of Luchasaurus's family members Nick Jackson skinned for his outfit,
Heyo.
because they're taking this feud to the next level at this point.
That was his foreskin.
God, that is the worst callback.
Dinosaur foreskin. Anyway,
I don't
we get-
think this has ever been uttered in the history of human language.
Yeah, it's true. I think.
no one's ever combined those words.
So,
And that's what you get with this podcast. You get innovative word combinations.
so the whole idea. So Adam Cole goes to the ring, does his boom. Adam Cole, baby,
Yeah.
goes back to commentary. What was he supposed to be commentating on? Because no match happens that makes
Yeah.
any sense.
Whoever Orange Cassidy was scheduled to work.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was, because the way they reacted when he came out was like, "Oh, look at this guy coming out!" Like,
Well, then he was out there to commentate Wardlow squash. He's just a big Wardlow fan, like all of us.
Yeah.
I think he's a big AC Adams fan, but
Casey
what,
Slater, maybe, but
this week had too many things going on at the top of the entrance ramp for me.
It did have a lot. Oh, poor
Like,
Arn.
they were like, "You know what we should
Oh,
do?
that's-
Let's change things up."
Let's save the Arn thing.
oh,
Let the
no.
Buck sneak right past a guy that is standing clearly looking at them.
yeah, Orange Cassidy does not have peripheral vision. That is, everybody knows that.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he probably could have it if he tried. He just doesn't want to try.
But he did.
You know.
He did turn around though to show that. Oh no, I knew
Right.
you guys were there. So
He's just so slow. That was as fast as he could get spun around.
yeah, I mean, yeah. So then,
So for this match, I start having my 8-year-old daughter's notes to give. In this match, when Wardlow came out, she goes, "How big is that guy?" And I said, "He's like 280 pounds or so." And she's like, "How much you weigh?" I was like, 210. He's like, "He's way bigger than you." I was like, "Yeah, he is." So that's great. And then they announced AC Adams at 205 pounds. If he goes, he's your size.
Aw.
So then I kicked her in the face.
I hope you. It's all right as long as you slapped your leg. You're good.
I did slap my leg for sure.
I was glad to see Wardlow got the notes that he should stop doing that corner thing and just stick to doing 100 power bombs in a row as his finish. So,
Right.
Wardlow, glad you're listening.
And the crowd was getting with it, man. This powerbomb deal is going to get him over big.
well, I'll tell you what else is going to get over big is a quote of the night from Excalibur here, who says, "Every time the spotlight seems to go towards Wardlow's erection."
What?
Yep.
I did not hear that.
Clearly, he meant to say every time it starts to go in his direction, but he clearly says go towards Wardlow's erection. So
Well,
Good job,
that's-
Excalibur.
That's it for this podcast.
I guess Excalibur is just like all the female fans at Revenge then. Heyo.
Yes.
We talked about foreskins, various ones. We talked about my 8-year-old
Dinosaur
daughter's opinion,
foreskins.
and now Wardlow's spotlight on his penis. So.
Yep.
Next, we get what we're all here for, Billy Gunn.
Well,
It's somebody else.
we get
No.
a pack and Penta promo.
Oh, yeah, Pog. The promos are good.
We got a pirate here.
For some reason, Alex, whatever his fucking name is wearing Mickey Mouse gloves.
See, I don't pay attention, Alex. So
Jason
Can you
said it very
confirm or
reassuringly. Yeah.
The pirate look makes him even scarier. He's like, look at my eye.
Aw, that's me.
Fiona's notes on this is, oh no, his brother's hurt. And I said, yeah. And she's like, they're my favorite. She goes, but Pac's really good too. There you go.
Huh.
They're her favorite. I bet she hasn't even seen their older stuff.
Wait, you know what that means? That children really love the Death Triangle for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But they're a favorite in my household too.
I'm not going to take that where my brain wanted me to take that.
All my kids just like to run around and yell, Penta says.
You know how many
Don't do
Sierra,
her.
Do
That's
not
more
let
of
grow up to be like Alex. Do not do it.
You know
Don't let it happen.
you know how many Sierra Mieros I get in my face on a daily basis? So Fiona has a sign in her room that has her name on it, and it lights up to the music beat. And we put Christmas lights up there, and she goes, "Let's turn all this on." So she turned it on. She goes, "Here, I'll play a song." And what she plays is the Lucha Brothers entrance music.
I thought, and then she comes out with a glove on for no reason while you're sitting playing video games. Puts her hand in your face.
So she had lights flashing to the Lucha Brothers.
When she takes the glove off, there's inexplicably a ref in the room that catches it for some reason.
Yeah.
Why are you in my house? But then Wardlow kills this, or not Wardlow, Sean Spears kills this poor jobber.
That
He
also
was
happened.
already dead.
Not in the middle of the promo.
I don't put promo notes, but yeah, we didn't talk about that at all.
I don't even know where. Oh, yeah. He breaks the chair on the guy.
That's
Yeah.
going to be what kicks Wardlow off now, because he clearly was not happy about that happening.
That dude's dead.
So he did.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Sean Spears got off when he was hitting him with the chair. Like, I like the
Yeah,
new
that's-
little twist of having an orgasm as he's killing people.
Mm-hmm. That's Bully Ray used to do that. That's an
Yeah.
old Bully Ray gag. So Team Taz is at the booth for the Billy Gunn and Darby and Sting.
No, you use their proper tag names. It's the Gun Club versus the Goth Club.
God. And my daughter, when I told her Sting was 60, she's like, "That's almost Grandpa's age." I was like, "Yeah, that's a grandpa in there."
Oh my god! So we all repeatedly talk every week about how jacked Billy Gunn is, and it's fucking amazing. But I thought of this story this week. So they had him in to work Rocky here in Erie, like 2012 or something. So he's in the back and he's talking about how he's blown both his shoulders out, and at that point he can't bench anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So how the fuck, 12 years later now, or whatever the fuck it is, and he's still can't bench, and he's this fucking jacked? I don't understand.
Pro bodybuilders don't bench. It's just
But the saying is, do you even bench, bro? Oh no, it's do you even lift?
yeah.
Oh no.
But because everyone has so much shoulder problems that they've quit benching. Everyone does. Like no pros I've ever seen their workouts do flat bar bench. So
What do I
there
do
you go.
now? What do I do now instead?
Dumbbells or machine press.
All right then.
I mean, I still do flat bar bench. I just don't. Me and Cash go and we never push it. Ridiculous.
Well, you know how crazy high I used to be able to bench it and
I
shit.
know. Which I was like, I don't understand how you're doing it.
Yeah, it's the stubby arms. So
It does help.
I used to be able to do a bunch or whatever, but now since my 2018 shoulder separation and labrum tear that never got fixed,
Labia.
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 Yeah,
I pretty much
shoulder,
got down to 225 now, which is
shoulder labia.
All right.
That whole
So now,
I drove past the gym once.
except for the labia part. Weird.
speaking of labias, Sting wins this with the Scorpion Death Drop.
I like the stunner into the death drop if Sting
too.
wouldn't have had to turn him around for the hard cam and give it like 5 seconds between. If it would have been like one fluid move, I like that combination.
Now you got to get the crowd to pop. Did anyone notice? All right, so the second dive Darby does where he bounces up Billy Gunn, the commentators went crazy for, and there's all kinds of gifs online. Did anyone notice the first one he did? Because I legitimately thought the man was paralyzed.
Yeah, it was bad.
He hits Austin Gunn, but he landed straight on the top of his head, and he stays there, and it's like, holy shit, is he paralyzed?
Right.
I was amazed when he got up and did another dive.
Have you ever
when he hit Billy Gunn and Billy just stood there and absorbed it, and so he spun away from him, and then Billy went ahead and just did a back bump. It's like that had nothing to do with you hitting me. That's why he spun off of him.
I had a scheduled nap at this point. That dive didn't do anything.
I scheduled that. Have you ever hit your head on the guardrail like that before, Draven on a dive?
Well, I don't think he hit his head on the guardrail. I think he hit his head on the like I think his neck jammed on the floor.
Oh, I know that, but I mean, and then he went into the guardrail. Have you ever just went head first in the guardrail?
Yeah, so there was a spot booked in a match. I was supposed to get injured by doing a suicide dive. The guy moves, and I hit the rail with my ribs, and I was coming back with rib tape on later in the match.
That's a terrible idea.
I know it was, but I just completely fucked it up and head first straight into the rail about 1,000 miles an hour. Still came out with my ribs taped back up, but didn't make any goddamn sense.
That's amazing. After I hit my head, I laid it hard on my ribs. And I had to protect what's valuable, so we're going with the ribs.
So somebody posted on Twitter while I was watching this match. Turns out Sting and Billy Gunn had a singles match in WCW back in 1989.
Yes.
So, and then here they are, 2021.
And they were both in a ring at the same time at Mania.
And that, yes.
Oh, so does this count as him getting his WrestleMania win back from Triple H then?
I think so. It's as close as he's going to get, I think.
Yeah.
Never say never.
Unless he beats Cody or something.
No, Triple H might leave. You never know.
Yeah, he might.
I do apologize that this match did not go down the way it was supposed to. There was no Big Show. I'm sorry.
Oh God! How dare you?
I personally called in a bomb threat if they bring Big Show, so that's probably why. Didn't we get Jericho?
Allegedly.
What?
Allegedly called in a bomb.
Allegedly. Yeah, everything on this podcast is alleged.
Everything on this podcast is a parody. We are a comedy show. These are all skits and sketches.
Skits.
We have never actually met any of these people that we speak about.
These are characters we've created.
Speaking of, this wasn't a funny thought that no one had during the match, but they talked about Billy Gunn is what they say, the term for like hyper, but they said not coked up, but like it made me think of his coked upness whenever he wrestled someone who's not on this podcast.
Huh.
I know you're talking around, but I don't know what you're actually talking about.
I did it. The perfect web.
Like, with JR out there, for some reason I want to say like it has something to do with like buck snort. Like that's a weird term that people associate with that.
JR's not out there. JR's definitely not out there.
He wasn't out there this week. Yeah, that's right.
I don't
know then.
Buck snort, Tennessee, where what the fuck Bunkhouse Buck was from.
Yeah, Buck snort was that, but that's it's also used at times in terms of drugs.
Nose candy.
Nose candy.
that came out of nowhere, man.
The Jericho promos, Nix, and it was awful.
Yep. And so was the beatdown.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It looked so bad.
They like to keep the crowd mics on, but that kind of took away from this because the crowd was just wooing with Sting, not giving a shit about this promo.
Well, they were right to not give a shit about it. Like, it all looks so slow. Like
the punches, the kicks, like if this wasn't actually filmed live at that point, they should have redone it.
Yeah, it was bad, and they should feel bad.
So then we get Taz doing the Steiner promo.
What is it?
Taz doing the Steiner promo. He's like, in the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal, we have 4 people. It means we got a 125% chance of.
I
And
missed
then
that.
Leo comes out and directly references the promo and said, when you said 100% chance, so he wasn't even listening to what I actually said.
Oh, I
Yeah.
completely missed this segment.
Yeah, but my only note on this is nobody in AEW understands percent math.
Well,
my
also to start the whole thing off, Taz is like, we just got word from the back that Jericho's not going to be able to make it to Rampage. He literally just got hit. What do you mean he might not be okay in 2 days?
Even worse than that, the next backstage is a pre-tape with Thunder Rosa and Jade talking about how Rosa knew that Jericho wasn't going to be on commentary, so she will.
Yes.
Yeah, and my
Word travels fast.
My daughter's note for this segment is Leo Rush needs some friends.
Harsh
You know what?
true.
What's she doing next week? Because we'd rather have her on than you.
And
Wow.
she's like,
Her notes are better.
she's like, where's Dante Martin? I was like, he went to Team Taz. She's like, like horrified. Oh, what a traitor.
But did you tell her that Hook had chips? So it all makes sense.
Right.
Oh, I didn't. I should have told her, yeah. I should have told her about the chips.
Hey, I mean, Leo, this is Leo's fault to me because Dante proved how quickly he would turn on somebody that was trying to help him.
No.
When he left Matt Sydal. So,
Damn.
You got some logic there,
why
bro.
Leo think he was special?
Point. This is
Notice
another
when somebody makes a good point that we all have no return comments.
All right, fine, we're done for the week.
Pick it out.
Everybody's
Another
just
of
like,
the-
oh, yes, that is the thing.
top of the ramp promo that they were just like, we don't know how to end this. Because then he comes out, they couldn't have got him at least a Team Taz shirt or something instead of just an AEW hoodie. And then they just stand there looking at each other like, oh, we're supposed to be cutting to commercial or something so that this part of the act can be done with. And they're just staring at each other. Finally, Leo's like, screw it, I'm just going to turn around and walk off.
You know the next step in this is that Dante is going to turn on Team Taz in the Battle Royal and go back with Leo.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then they're only going to have like a 105% chance of winning.
Yeah, that still sounds pretty good for them.
I mean, those are still numbers, so I think it still counts as math.
So Jade Cargill is with Mark Sterling for some reason, and she's going to wrestle Thunder Rosa's protege.
Okay.
All right, then we get Chris Statlander versus Ruby Soho, and my daughters might have alien racist commentary for this one. So,
Oh, no.
she said Chris Statlander doesn't look like an alien. Ruby Soho looks more like an alien than she does.
She is correct.
I do want to point out that it's a bold choice on Ruby Riot's part to have the same haircut that I had in 4th grade.
Yeah.
It's bold, but it's a home run.
That bowl cut was popular at Perry Elementary.
There were a couple decent spots in this match, but overall, I thought this was pretty terrible.
Disagree.
If you
Oh my god! I just looked down. I just looked down at my note and I popped because I forgot that I wrote this. So, Vance, you remember that trip to Boston we took?
Yeah.
You remember how? So I got a concussion and it was real bad. I stayed in the while everybody went in to eat, and like Jugs came out to get a coat or something and scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, she whatever the pit.
So when that kick out where her eyes bulged, that is exactly what Jugs saw when he opened the door. That's how I reacted.
At least I now have a picture I can use when I explain that story.
Yeah, that the overselling was part of the reason I didn't like this match either. It was just goofy as shit.
That's the only thing I didn't like about this match.
No. There's something else not to like. Nyla Rose came out for a run-in at the end.
Yeah.
And when she grabs Ruby's pants and just throws her down, she gives that same bewildered look like, what is happening? I'm with Cat. Not a fan of the match.
I'm surprised you liked it, Tim. It looked so rehearsed.
I thought it was slow to the point of, okay, we need to make sure we're here for the next, whatever the next move is going to be. We need to make sure we're in place for this.
It could just be Chris Statlander there. There, I said it, okay?
Yeah, I think you were just distracted by being attracted to somebody.
I think I will take the neutral ground. I am both attracted to Statlander and like the reverse Rana. So I don't know where.
Yeah, the reverse Rana was awesome.
What did you guys think about that rebound monkey flip thing off the top middle rope?
I might have missed that.
She was sitting. Statlander had Ruby, and she puts her back onto the top rope, and she's like, does like a Jesus pose and tries to flip over her, but doesn't quite. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, she tried for a rebound monkey flip."
So what it was is like, I know the Miz has done it to Ray. Uhaa Nation did it to me in my match too, where it's like the bounce off the rope powerbomb deal.
Yeah, like that is what the setup should have been,
yeah.
but it wasn't.
So she tries to bounce Ruby, and then they spin around, and she tries to go for a monkey flip, but it's in very slow motion. And I would agree with Jason that it was a real bad botch, except for the end of it was supposed to be Statlander doing a cartwheel out of it and avoiding it anyway, so I didn't think it was as bad as it could have been.
Right.
Well, like they also did this weird thing that a lot of like younger indie workers do, where they work the match and sell the match like it's some epic battle that's had like a huge story behind it and a big long feud, and the crowd just didn't give a shit, so it doesn't work. Like
I was chanting "Fight Forever" at my house. Does that count?
Yes.
Oh wait, no, that isn't what I said.
Mm-hmm.
What was Vance chanting?
He was telling his daughter to leave the room for a while.
He's like, "This is Daddy's private time. Please go away."
Daddy needs 2 minutes.
A minute and a half.
Again.
Then the post-match.
Before we get to the main event, they do the whole roundup of the upcoming matches for other shows. And I posted this immediately on my Twitter, but I have to put it over here. When they show the graphic for Adam Page and Bryan Danielson, it says Hangman versus Danielson, but the font choice they use is very unfortunate because the H in Hangman looks like a W. So it is Wangman versus Danielson. And I laughed like an idiot.
The font looks so much like a W that Bryan Danielson himself even tweeted out that he's fighting Wangman.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love him so much. I didn't see that. Yeah, I was like, come on. Nobody saw that and said, hey, we should probably change the font.
It still hurts. So anyway, now we're to the main event. And here's Fiona's notes. What's all over Cody's back?
Well, we'll get to that in a second because Taz has an explanation. But first of all,
we see him come out with a knife.
Oh, poor. Yeah.
That's on here too. She was like, "You can't use a knife."
Well, I love that he has a bag of weapons.
Bag of knives.
They're mostly bloobs and jellies and a few knives.
That's teacher's match, French ticklers. The crazy.
Poor Uncle Arn.
He does have an teacher's match also in his bag.
The Arn Anderson thing. Oh man, it broke my heart.
I rewound to see exactly how he fell off the stage, and it's sad to look at, man.
He didn't know where his footing was.
And
I hope he didn't get seriously injured because he very well could have broke like an ankle or a hip or something. The way
when you see them at the top of the ramp again, like he's on top of what's the guy's name?
Yeah,
Jose. He's on top of him. Looks like he is murdering him. Like he's like over. You know how you do that? Like you oversell. Like after you've done something stupid,
trying to cover for it. Yeah,
yeah. It looked like he was bashing his face in.
Yeah, someone needs to reach out to Protective Services. I don't know if Cody is his legal guardian or if it is Brock, but this old man keeps getting injured in the workplace. Maybe he shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
And then after he falls, Jose reaches down to get his hand to help pull him up.
Yep.
And then when they cut back and show him again, Arn is on top of him beating him. So
I'll show you for helping me up.
You young punk.
The government needs to step in. Usually I know you're against government intervention, but someone's got to protect Arn.
I didn't have this note written down, but this reminds me. So in the opening promo thing after Bryan's match, when he walks up the stage with Hangman, He almost fell off the stage when he turned around. Yeah.
Yeah, he almost fell too.
So I don't know what the fuck was up with everybody's depth perception in this building, but this is here's my first note for this match after Knife. This is probably the first time in the history of wrestling we have a Chekhov's T-Pain sitting in the crowd.
Yes.
Got to show him up front because he's going to do something later.
So Cody, like right off the bat, takes a bump into the stairs, and face first. And I don't know what kind of world we're living in where Cody doesn't gig immediately.
Yeah, I thought always for sure gigging and just never came.
Yeah, it came after the suicide dive later in the match when he barely gets hit with the chair.
But around this time is where we get the stuff on his back, and Taz says, "What is all that? What is all that over Cody's back? Maybe someone's drinking a bottle of glue or something and threw it in the trash."
That must have been from that trash can he hit him with.
So here's I'm curious here because so Taz said something. Is that because they queued him up and they wanted somebody to cover for it? Or is it because they didn't queue up the announcers and he was genuinely curious and they didn't know?
I think the second one.
I think the latter, yeah.
Yeah, I think they were like, what the fuck is that?
Well, they should have just ignored it and gave them that note to not talk about it because that was weird.
It honestly, clearly knowing how it ended by the time I saw the beginning of the match, you know what it is. But Caucasians of a certain tint have this thing where as soon as they get burnt, their backs peel. And so that's really what it looked like is, he had a bad time this week at the beach or something.
Yeah.
Simple enough. That's serious back peelage. But where it wasn't on his back, around his neck, it was a different, like he was tan. So, but you could also see it on Andrade's chest when his shirt was open. And then once I knew that, you could tell it was all over his back also.
Yeah.
So, that's real weird having that fire retardant gel on Cody's back. But I think much weirder is when Naked Jose does a run-in.
He's jacked.
He is jacked.
What? He's jacked, but why is he half naked? Why is he... Did Arn beat the shit out of him?
Arn raped that man. That's why the government has to step in. He's got a gun. He said he murdered a guy once. We don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, I'm assuming Jose is a worker.
I've never seen the guy before. I would assume he probably is, but I have no idea.
I did not expect.
He's just a jacked naked dude that holds all of Andrade's lubes.
Oh, the dream.
Also, so I have a little bit of a theory about the going back to the gel all over Cody and everything. I think they should have avoided the trash can spot and having a bunch of shit stick to Cody.
Yeah.
Because I think that made it worse when he hit the flames. Because it had something to burn. Other than
I don't think anything stuck to him. I think that was literally the dried on gel that just started peeling.
Oh, so you think that was just dry? Okay. I thought
it was a fake tabletop. Burnt pieces
he
of
had
fake
parts of the table stuck to his back.
Well, I knew that, like the black ashy looking crap all over him. I knew that, but I just, as bad as it burned that quickly.
Yeah, well, his arm was on fire for 20 seconds, which is a long time for an arm to be on fire.
That is. Someone say any seconds is a long time for an arm to be on fire, really.
Before we get to the big table spot, I got a little chuckle. So Andrade put the chair the wrong way when he does the double knees to Cody. Yeah. So when he hits it, the fucking chair part swings out and hits him in the head really fucking hard when he could have protected him.
Oh, yeah. I do understand. So Cody doesn't blade on getting dropped face first into the stairs. And then he takes a chair shot right to the goddamn face. And doesn't blade, but then he gigs. Then he gigs on the worst chair bump that he took in the match. I forget what it was.
He gigged on the lap. He gigged to the laptop.
No, he gigged on a suicide dive. He did suicide dive out of the rope.
Right. Yeah,
and got hit, and it looked terrible. So
it looked bad.
He really should have just went ahead and went for it. When something
commentators had to try to explain it away too. It's he got his hands up, but maybe the edge caught him when it was spinning in a weird trajectory.
We passed this by, but I am shocked that the table broke on the hip toss because it's just a hip toss.
Yeah, and he almost missed it.
Well, it's because Andrade doesn't know how to put tables in the ring, apparently.
Yeah, and Taz was very
Just
pissed
getting
about it.
pissed.
He's
Gotta
like,
pull
they're
them
going to
legs up.
die. They're going to die. Fee's other note's very good for a table thing, too. So in the corner, when he was getting ready to put Cody on the table the first time, he slammed Cody's face, and she goes, why Cody just jump up on the table and lay down when he smashed his face on it?
So how old is Fee?
8.
Oh, so 8 is the age where they are
Yeah, and you know what my answer was?
smarter than pro wrestlers.
My answer was wrestling. That's
Yeah.
why.
Your answer should have been wrestler business.
8
Yeah,
is about the age where they get too smart for this bullshit.
Yeah. What's funny is she knows it's a work, of course, but then like sometimes she buys in. Like if something's good, she still buys into it. But like WWE,
I know
not
people older than me that does that.
No. All right.
Yeah, like you get marks all over the world that like know it's fake, but they still buy into the dumbest shit.
Well,
right,
and it
so
also she appreciates it because she knows that match was set up, but they still did a flaming table. And she's like, they're going to really do fire. I was like, yeah.
Let's
Right.
get to the flaming table because I'm very curious to hear opinions on this.
I was
I love
so
it.
happy to see Brandy.
That's what I was looking for.
Rocking the
There you
Lisa
go.
Left Eye Lopez look.
Weird. Brandy was squirting, but so was I.
Wow. What?
Dude.
I don't know if
missed
it
that.
was too
Just-
soon. It was just
I'm gonna
I
have to
missed
rewind
that.
and watch it again.
It's not
Apparently,
the time. It's not the timing.
all right. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. All right, Tim, I'll set you up here. Then Brandy comes out looking like Lisa Left Eye Lopez, and she's looking pretty good, getting ready to do something at the table.
Yeah.
what the hell?
That was not. You did not do what I just fucked.
I'm
Tim
so
said,
lost.
Anyway.
Tim said he was squirting just like Brandy Rhodes was,
Yeah.
and I just set him up to re-say it so you would get it, and he just went, "Yeah."
Oh, I decided that it was a bad call to say in general, and I wasn't going to repeat it again.
I'll repeat it for you.
I loved it. Who didn't like it?
On the DVDR message board or whatever, they are tearing apart. Everybody fucking hated it. Apparently, I
That
fucking
message
loved
board
it.
still exists.
Yeah. Yes.
I loved it.
loved it. Yeah.
The majority of the people there thought it was fucking stupid, but there's different reasons and shit, but like the actual execution, more of Cody's back went in the fire than like Andrade, but like
But
Oh,
Andrade's face,
yeah,
like his eyes, could have really been screwed up because of the way his head was when he landed. So,
Well, if you, like not knowing who's going to get burned or how big the fire is going to be, and you're setting this up, who would you want to be? I'd want to be Cody.
I would definitely want to be Andrade.
You would? 'Cause you don't know how it's going to go.
He got to land on his feet and like roll away if shit
Yeah.
got bad. Cody's
Yeah,
just
I'd want to be. I'd want to be Andrade for sure.
I wouldn't want to face my back, whatever can happen to my back, not my face.
yeah, but dude, he just back bumped into fire, and like, what happens if the fire doesn't go out? You're just on fire.
Yeah, the
apparently
table-
your right leg
the
and your
table's-
arms on fire.
Yeah, but the same thing, but your face.
But the table's so close that you're back flipping off the top.
Well, that's what I'm saying, not
And your
knowing.
hand's free to protect your face if shit gets bad. Cody can't protect anything. He's on fire. He's in fire.
But he's on fire. He's in. But what if my whole thing is if you didn't know how the landing was going to go?
How
We're
would you
doing
not
this-
know how landing
How,
can go?
how
No,
would
I'm
you not
saying-
know?
Well, how far the table's going to be? It's going to be mostly Cody landing in it because
I'm sure they rehearsed the placement of the table and like Cody's crazy. He did the big moonsault off the cage and stuff, but Andrade sparks me as the guy that like probably didn't want to do this, so he probably wanted to go over to make sure he wasn't going to get his face burnt off.
I think you're probably right on that.
So at least they set the table up and gauged like placement and where we're going to
I
land.
hope
And
so, 'cause-
okay,
Because we do on like a regular table spot. I would hope people would on a flaming table spot again.
and I would even say they probably set a table up and used the same lighter fluid and watched it burn completely out to see how much time they had and all that stuff. I would hope.
Well, they could tell too that like so when they brought the table in for that, like I'm sure you guys have done this. Like when you're about to do something really fucking crazy, you sometimes just go ahead and stop worrying about like working.
Yeah.
You go into like
set the table up together.
yeah, like they both like just very like yeah, they both work together to get the table set up. Like
we need this in the right spot.
and then when they
What he means is they're not like worried about landing these punches that look like punches and shit like that. You just go into
yeah, they're not worried about
stalling mode.
trying to keep this looking like we're two guys that hate each other. They're like fuck all that. We just need to get through this together.
My first year of wrestling, all my matches were that. I was like waiting to go into a big spot, and I'd just be doing nothing, really weak nothingness. And then I'd be like, Canadian short off the top rope, and then nothingness.
Wasn't that the name of your greatest matches DVD?
Canadian short
Around in nothingness.
nothingness.
Pretty much. But then like so when they get up to the ropes, as soon as Brandy sets the table on fire, you can see them like hustling to get that fucking spot off.
Like Andrade is scrambling his feet so fucking fast he actually slipped off one time and had to fucking climb back up.
Yeah.
I thought Cody was going to try to muscle him up from the second rope at one point. I was like, he's going to yank his ass over.
Yeah, I can't believe people are think it's looked shitty or whatever.
Well,
Like
the things I read was more of a why. Like, I didn't realize this was such a death feud that we needed a flaming table to end a match. After weeks of Cody teasing being a heel, like you're getting the pop and the win.
I get that kind of thinking that they don't have a built-up enough feud to go all the way to the fucking top of the chain and use fire. But keep in mind that it's Atlanta. The last time Cody was there, he jumped off like a 90-foot cage with a moonsault. I think he just does crazy shit in Atlanta.
So we never talked about the sledgehammer and the golden shovel.
yeah, I was hoping we wouldn't.
Yeah.
References.
I was very glad that the crowd completely no-sold it.
Yeah.
The crowd was like, yeah, we don't give a fuck.
I like that kind of shit. I liked when he smashed up the throne on their very first show.
I did not.
I mean, I know you didn't.
Distasteful.
I just think it's
Jose?
so
Good.
I just like I don't mind like Punk saying like you're nothing but a what do you call it, MJF? Like you're
less famous Miz.
Less famous Miz.
Yeah, like that's like a good shot to take, I think. Like when you're using the competition for things like subtle, like not even subtle, but just like quick little jabs like that. But when it's like the fucking blatant,
You had to go buy a shovel, spray paint it gold, put it underneath the ring just for this one joke.
And so when he turns around and hits Jose, it looks like he hits him with the edge of it. Is Jose okay?
no, he's dead. He probably should not have shoved Arn off the stage.
Yeah, he got everything that was coming to him.
But also, so like if you have a sledgehammer, it's kind of dumb that you decide, no, I'm not going to bash this man's skull in, but I will set him on fire. I will set him on fire here a little bit.
So since we're talking about referencing other companies, apparently Edge and Miz referenced the fact that Miz was brought up on AEW.
Yeah,
you wouldn't know that if you watched Raw, and I don't think anyone else watched Raw.
I just read someone said that they thought it was that, like people were shitting on the idea that they were just like he said you can't even keep your partner here because he's already been fired, and something about them talking about him on the other show. Like what?
And also Liv Morgan said if they didn't have to pay you so much money, so some of my friends could have stayed here.
Yeah, that's the one that I keep seeing people talk about.
Jesus Christ, why are they scripting that shit into promos? That's just fucking
right.
awful.
That's
again distasteful.
Because they're not competition, so we shouldn't reference them. Or they referenced us last week. We better go ahead and throw some digs in there with these clearly scripted promos.
Also, P's comment comes full circle. She goes, well, I guess it's okay that he had a knife because he used fire.
Solid logic for an 8-year-old, I'm saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, and she also the whole time kept telling Cody to go for his bag, like to get a knife. She's like, you need to get the bag. The bag's right in the corner.
She might be a serial killer when she grows up.
I hope so.
Jason has one of those in his family. So.
Right. I have a sociopath I'm raising.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fee will be stabbing him. He'll be like, look at my penis.
Well, no, his sociopath
I meant the
is-
girl.
Yes,
I meant the
girl.
girl, not the
girl.
boy.
Oh, the
My
boy just-
girl.
Yeah,
EJ is just an exhibitionist. He just wants everyone to know he's thankful for it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, she is in a horror movie thing, like loves Chucky and
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
She would be the one that carries the bag. She's like, I'll carry the bag for you, Fiona.
Yeah. I'll
Can I
select your
sharpen the
weapon.
knife? Can I choose which one you used? We cannot let them hang out anymore.
Yeah,
Is it better to be the killer or the killer's sidekick? Like that.
Well, that's for a court of a jury
All
to
the
determine.
Oh, the one's
Good call.
Hey Omega, break it
You
down.
guys remember the day that our wrestling podcast became a future true crime podcast?
My other podcast will cover this.
Oh man.
Middle-aged
God. So
and
this-
mediocre, by the way.
This episode had 16 segments, 6 of them were matches, 10 were promos. Only 4 out of the 6 had commercials, no pre-match attacks, and 1 post-match attack.
Wow, it's way down on the pre and post match attacks.
Yeah, they ramp them up when a pay-per-view's coming. They got to get all that shit in.
You count Cody's getting jumped during his entrance as a pre-attack?
Oh, no, but I should have. I think I was
Okay.
so thrown off by Arn dying
Yeah.
for our sins there. Yes, that should have been 1.
I like how it got dead silent while you pondered it for a minute there. Who's going first? Rating.
Mine's going to be high just because I was fucking
Mine's
marking
high.
out for the flaming table spot mostly. But
I'm embarrassed by mine, so that's why I want someone else to go. So
I'll get it out of the way. I'll get the embarrassing rating out. Let me go back and see other stuff to cover my ass here. So I did love Moriarty getting to look good. But Danielson and 5 was pretty decent. What else we got here? The Gun Club and Goth Club was surprisingly okay, and it's never bad when Wardlow's killing a fool. I went 81.
oh, so close.
Oh, okay. I would have guessed Tim's was even higher than that.
Mine's 82.
Oh,
Wow. Okay, when you said you were embarrassed or whatever, I always thought yours was going to be like 90-something.
No, I thought
Perfect
you guys
score.
wouldn't agree with me. What?
I thought that's what you were going to say. It was a flawless show.
Mine was a 76.
Okay.
And I was at a 75.
we're
Nothing
right around in the
was-
same.
That's a
Nothing
tight
was
grouping right there.
terrible. The flow of the show just was weird. I really didn't like the top of the ramp promos. The Jericho thing in the back was not good.
I have a really good hypothetical question for you guys that Fiona asked me.
Oh no.
She goes, "What's better, WWE or AEW?" And I said, "Well, right now AEW is much better than WWE. WWE is not good right now." She's like, "Well, which one is the best ever?" And I said, "Well, WWE is the best ever." How long does AEW have to kick WWE's ass for it to overtake the best wrestling company ever?
Well, I disagree with WWE being the best ever. That's some
You
bullshit.
do?
ECW is better. WCW is better. AEW is on the way to being better.
I disagree. WWE is the greatest wrestling company in the world.
Fucking no.
Yeah.
They don't even do wrestling, pal. They make movies.
But I mean, I'm talking about their entire legacy. Everyone's
The entire
entire
run.
company.
So
entire
that's what I'm
legacy.
talking about. The entirety. Did you slog through the 80s with all those fucking Hogan Andre matches and shit?
But all the 90s, all the 2010 was all great stuff.
2010s? No. So like they got real good at the end of 96, and by the end of 06, they were starting to put out trash.
They had some, I mean, they started putting out trash, but they still had good matches. Like, you still get, like,
Yeah.
awesome Taker WrestleMania stuff. And
See, I guess like just the way I view it, I'm looking at it from a whole show perspective. Just having like 1 or 2 awesome matches here and there isn't like.
I'm talking about at least having good wrestling on in the year.
Okay, yeah, the wrestling stayed high until probably. I mean, even the Shield stuff was real good. If you're talking about just
Yeah.
in-ring stuff.
2015 might have really been the sort of steep drop off.
I think right after AJ came in and he had a couple good matches, and then they like told him to rein it in. Is about when it started falling off.
What do you guys think about as far as AEW historically?
That's really hard to like.
It is. That's why I was like, eh.
So WWE has such a lengthy time period as compared to even ECW's length of time as being good, but they all also still had their bad. Like ECW on TNT, the ECW reboot, I guess, which is technically, but
don't put that
it
on
wasn't always.
ECW's resume.
It wasn't always heat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
would
We
say
do see like rose-colored
if
glasses.
right, so they would still need
Say it again.
just to be able to look back and say that. I would say they would need like 5-6 solid years, so that a decade from now we could look back and be in that same kind of vision of where we are. You remember watching TBS at 6:05 on Saturdays?
Yeah.
The wrestling might not have been good, but we know that. So
Jason,
for 6 years.
I don't have a good take, so I'm taking that one. That's my take. So Jason, what's your take?
I win this week.
So what's your take, Cash? I know you said it's hard to gauge, but
So, all right. So to me, it's not the same as like. So if you're looking like, let's just use basketball as an example, real quick. You can use.
that's the one with the orange ball, right?
That's the one with the orange ball. The big orange ball. You can use stats and championships and things like that to determine like who the greatest player is, who the greatest teams are. But those are because of like actual performances where they legitimately won things. Not, I don't know if anybody knows this, but wrestling's predetermined. So like it's hard to go back and say like which company's better because like what have they achieved more? If it's just achievement, WWE's been around for so goddamn long that they have to be the winner as far as achievement goes. And then if you go like by performance, they've had so much longer, so there's a huge fucking catalog. So like,
Right.
what are we basing it on?
I mean, how long would AEW?
I'm basing it on how many Mantar matches have I had to sit through. We've had a shitload of those, man. Nobody else has.
If the answer is not enough, you're correct. Not enough.
In that case, they're the worst promotion of all fucking time. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it would just depend on what we're basing it on. Like,
Well, how long do you think AEW would have to run to catch WWE? As far as you could only watch one company forever, the only thing you're gonna watch on TV, WWE Network, AEW Network. When would AEW Network overtake WWE Network?
assuming that AEW continues to put out the product it is putting out,
Yes.
like 3 more years of
Wow.
3 more years, and I'd say
There, man. I'm already there. I know WWE has this gigantic library with all kinds of awesome stuff, but if you're telling me we're going to sit down and watch a network, I'm assuming it's current shit, and WWE is just so fucking terrible these days.
I'm just saying you could. You're only able to watch wrestling either WWE or AEW ever. What would you take? Never be able to see WWE stuff ever again for AEW?
I'm already there.
I don't
Wow.
know too, because like you have to, if you just ask people what pro wrestling is, most of them are going to say WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's still WWE. Still, that it is professional wrestling, unfortunately. Like even though they refuse to say they are professional wrestling.
Well, they stopped doing professional wrestling a long
I
time
know.
ago. It's now Saturday Night Live with a ring.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, yeah, that's true. But I guess like I just mean like you ask people what professional wrestling, they're going to associate WWE with professional wrestling.
Well, yeah, that's just stupid people. There's also people that don't know football exists outside of the NFL. Like,
I did not know that till right.
there's college football. There's
I know that. Is there any other professional leagues?
Yeah, there's small time ones in every city. There's one in Erie. There's The Rock owns XFL now. That's a thing. Canadian
Also, like,
Canadian
I don't-
Football League.
Like you really can't. You could say like, what's the greatest of like?
It's an opinion thing.
It's an opinion
Yeah.
thing too. But you could go like, so what's the greatest of like a decade, like or a 5-year period or whatever? Like, you
Right.
could take-
That's a better way to do it.
Yeah, because if you do greatest of all time, we are never going to know until professional wrestling is over and done with, and then we can go back and look.
Yeah,
Which one of those was the best?
that should be
You know.
soon. I would assume.
Well, for
To me,
WWE,
too, like, a lot of the current product has made me reflect back on the previous product and, like, downgrade it because I'm just so sick of the overproduced Vince McMahon, like, fucking can't say hospital, gotta say medical facility. And I didn't realize that shit back in the day. So if I go back and look at that shit now, it makes me roll my eyes. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
there's too much fucking scripting and post-producing now, and it shades my view of the past.
There's also just too fucking much. Like, it's oversaturated. And I that's why I kind of don't think AEW should be doing another show already. Like,
Yeah,
I think they jumped the gun with Rampage a bit. Like,
so let me ask you this question, because it wasn't a choice. TNT said we want a third hour of Dynamite, and this was their compromise to do an hour of Rampage on a different night. So, in those two cases, do you think they made the right choice?
No, I think they should have done a third hour of Dynamite.
I think I agree.
Because
I think I agree.
You could
too,
still.
Like, if you asked me that before we saw what Rampage would turn out to be, I would have been very forceful with my answer, saying no, don't do 3 hours.
I agree with Rebecca there too. Yeah.
Right, because with 3 hours of a show, though, you can at least have a continuity and flow. Like, now we get 2 days in between, and like by the time it airs, you're just like, I don't really care. Like, nothing's important happening.
Plus, they're taping it all in one night, so 2 hours in, you're having this big main event that's the end of Dynamite, but then you also have to calm them back down for the beginning of Rampage and try and get them back up at the end.
They did a flaming table and then like a random match afterwards.
Yeah.
Right. But, I do wonder. So, like, when I first got the network, the first thing I did was I went back and watched every single WCW show starting, like, from the debut episode of Nitro. I watched every single Nitro, every pay-per-view up until, like, I was finished, up until the end of WCW. And then I tried to go back and start watching all of Raw from that same, like, starting point. Like, not their first show, but from, like, the time WCW Nitro started.
September 95.
So I could kind of get, like, the Monday Night Wars. And I fucking loved WCW. Like, when I went back and watched it, I still loved it. I enjoyed it. Even when it was terrible, I still enjoyed it. I could not get through more than about a month and a half's worth of Raws. And I was done. It was so fucking boring. Like, everything sucked. Everything just looked shitty. There were, like, a few decent matches, but everything was so bad and stupid. So, like, I don't know. Like, but then again, if you go back, say, 5 years from now, we go back and start rewatching all of AEW, I might not enjoy everything. I might enjoy certain matches here and there, but I don't know, because I love the feel of the show now. The same way I love the feel of WCW.
It's a vibe thing. Like, I think Nitro was a wrestling show. Like, they put on pro wrestling. Raw is just Saturday Night Live that has a ring there for some reason.
Well, and I think part of the thing with AEW is we are experiencing it now as it's happening. So we can assume where storylines are going, but we don't know. But when you go back 5 years from now and you watch the match from this week, and then you're like, oh, yeah, but I know that this doesn't come of anything because of this, and so it's going to not be as good of a show because that storyline never went anywhere, or then this happened, or
man, that's not how Cash just said. He said he went back and watched Nitro and it still held up for him.
Yeah, like Nitro, like I unfortunately knew where Nitro was heading.
Like, but it was though, right?
Like, even with, like, when the NWO shit got hot, like, after the first, I don't know, probably 2 to 3 months or so. Like, when do you think NWO started going really downhill? Like, where it became just constant run-ins? And
I think it had a good year.
Probably about a year.
When did Horace Hogan become a member?
Yeah.
I don't think NWO got stale and boring until after the Sting title win. But I might be in the minority there.
So would that have been about a year then, right?
No, that's almost 2 years. They started in July of '96. Sting doesn't win the belt till December of '97.
Of '97. Okay.
I'm with you on that timeline. That's about right.
Yeah, that's about a year and a half then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah. So right about that, like, after that, but so even then, like, even when it became just, every single episode of Nitro was they'd announce a huge main event, and I fucking already knew that what was going to happen was 20 seconds of wrestling and then NWO interferes. And even that, like, I still enjoyed watching it. It was just the feeling, like Draven said, there was just a vibe to the show.
I also, to add to their vibe thing, like, I love the fact that you didn't know what the fuck you were gonna get. One week you're gonna get fucking Jushin Liger versus Ricky Morton. The next week you'll get fucking, oh, here's the Berserker for no fucking reason, resting Scott Norton.
Yeah, and that's kind of the same thing AEW's doing, where
Oh, look, Rick Martel versus Marty Jannetty in 1998 out of fucking nowhere.
well, in '96 we were getting Ric Flair versus Eddie Guerrero for the fucking like TV title and stuff.
Right.
Like, and Eddie was nobody. I mean, so yeah, we were getting all this crazy good shit. Like AEW's doing the same thing.
Just to interrupt real quick, Omega, can you go ahead and get that soundbite of Cash saying, and Eddie was a nobody? Put
Yes,
that
that's going in the intro before this one even airs.
In '96, he was a nobody.
we don't need to put all that in there, just the part where you said he was a nobody.
I could have been talking about any Eddie.
That's true. That's true. How dare you sully the good name of Eddie Gilbert?
I would never sully the name of Eddie Gilbert. First of all, you son of a bitch. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry, I got a little heated.
Wow. I can't think of any other wrestling Eddie.
A little bit of a
All right.
hot stuff for me right there. So
Once Cash threatens someone, it means it's in for this time to end the podcast. So
you don't tell me when it's over. I tell you.